Week 1 recap. It's been over 250 days since we had football, boys. Relentless League is ready. Let's break it down. Week 1, Relentless Scorn versus Lick My Bass, the new guy. He couldn't hang. Tyreek Hill went absolute crazy on him, teabagged him in the end zone. P. Higgins doing nothing for you. If there was any silver lining besides Eckler, who's currently a little injured, Rodgers also out for the year. It's that you had a round 5 breakout running back, get limited snaps, come out look like absolutely elite, and in the same loser fashion that all losers do, you panicked and traded away the only good thing that happened to your team in week 1. So we'll see if that works out. Bye the only silver lining on your team. And yeah, that was week 1 matchup right there. Let's see how he feels about it.
You go for that belt. My name's pretty long, so I got a custom design. He's already calling UPS for his name engraving. Let's go, guys. New guy, new fresh meat. 1-0, baby.
What are you doing?
Hmm?
What are you doing?
Huh? Me? Just hanging around.
How was Tyreek Hill last night?
Cheat code. They needed to test him. He's got roids.
Yep. He said Tyreek Hill has roids, and he's a cheat code, and I agree. That's why I drafted him. Let's get to the next matchup. Robert putting together a great score, leading the league in points right now, and replacements. Replacements telling us all that he wasn't going to lose a match. But that's not what week 1 showed. It was a good battle. Robert's team just produced in all categories. Robert's team looking very dangerous. And let's focus on the losers right now, guys. Replacements. 0-1. I'd be surprised if I lose one match this year.
How about new?
No, indeed. You take an L. 0-1 for you as well. Good job, Rob. Let's get to our next matchup. Next matchup was Joe's team versus Dan's team. Nobody's shocked here. Dan drafted absolutely horrible. We all made fun of him for good reason. DeAndre Swift doing DeAndre Swift things. Playing for the Eagles now. He's going to be completely irrelevant this year. But there was a blemish with Joe. Dallas Goedert didn't hook him up this week, but still a good play going forward. Brian Robinson surprising everyone that he can catch. And then hopefully he'll get Cooper Kupp back. So Joe looking also particularly dangerous this year. We'll see if he can put together some more wins. And Dan, I don't see it, buddy.
Hey, guys, look! 2nd and 9. One yard. Don't mean nothing.
And in the world of fantasy football, 1 yard really doesn't mean anything. Didn't even get you 1 point. So let's get on to our next matchup. Our next matchup was last year's defending champion, Detroiter, taking on the self-proclaimed champion, Motor City Mad Dogs, who will also be 0-1. Good teams on both ends. Motor City losing J.K. Dobbins is obviously going to hurt him a little bit. J.K. was off to a great start. He's getting goal line carries. Lost me money on my fucking bets. But all in all, Detroit are drafting once again another team that's putting forth points. Obviously, most of that carried by Dallas's defense. But being a diehard Dallas fan, he was going to get Dallas's defense no matter what. But yeah, there's not much to this except for the fact that Edgar, you lost, buddy.
I haven't lost a game.
How did I get ranked higher than you?
He always ranked you higher than me, and then I beat you, and he was like, "Well, I'll give him the ranking this week, I guess."
I'm confused because I'm pretty sure that you said I'm the best. The best. Ha 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 ha. The best. That's what you said.
Number 2, that's how I was talking shit.
Yeah, what
I
about-
was like, bro, I'm the best. You gotta put me number 1.
Yeah, but you said I was the
He
best.
said he was the best, and you're.
No, I never said you were the best.
That's what I saw that.
I said I was the best.
That's not what came through the mic.
That's what it said on the mic.
It is. You said you're the best. The best. Ha 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 ha. The best.
Look at the paper towel.
It did sound like a different voice.
In the wind.
Good observation, Sean. That paper towel was indeed blowing in the wind. Very observant. And we observed him beat Poggers, a playoff team from last year. And he was far from the playoffs. But he came back. He got Justin Jefferson. And came back and was able to take down Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Last year, Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen worked out for Poggers. He tried it again with a different combo, thinking, Josh Allen plus Diggs equals 40. But if Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase equals 9, there's going to be a problem with this team. Luckily, I don't think it will equal 9. I think it'll equal much closer to 30s. And Zach's team's actually very dangerous. He just traded away bench players to loser over there, who panic traded. And he traded away Tua and Najee, who's a bench player. Nobody was starting him after week 1. But yeah, good job fleecing your buddy. That's what we do in fantasy football. Fuck over our friends. But Zach, right now, as it sits, you're 0-1. Thanks to your 2 favorite players.
Zach's feeling real confident with his Burrow and Chase combo. There's a new sheriff in town. Uh-oh.
Nobody's panicking in here, guys. Week 1 doesn't define anybody's season. Obviously, not very good out there, but
I should get some sleep.
There was definitely some tear shed going on for Zach, trying to make it back into the playoffs and show that he's not just a playoff team, but has a chance to win. And Sean saying no. Sean saying, I've won the belt before, and I'll show you guys I can repeat. So without further ado, let's look at where everyone else is at and jump straight into the power rankings. Those of you that are in the survival, it was a good showing. One guy lost, free $20 picking Denver, and one guy actually picked Detroit. We'll invite him back next year so he can keep making stupid picks. But yeah, without further ado, here's what it looks like. Everyone's points for. It was actually really low scoring week 1 for touchdowns. I think last year we had 76 touchdowns in the NFL. That's something I heard. And like the year before that was like 89. And this year was just like 56. So I'm expecting a lot more points to be scored week 2. That's what that looks like. As far as the matchups for week 2 go, we got me versus Robert. Well, that could go either way. Although, if I really had to break it down, Robert, you're going down. We got Edgar and Joe. I'm sorry, Joe and Bass, and yeah, I don't know why they're ranking him to beat Joe, but I don't see it happening. Bass gonna take a loss again, be 0-2. Dan versus Destroyer. I got Destroyer in that matchup. Another weird Yahoo prediction, putting somebody above, even though Dan does not have a team to speak of. We got Motor City versus Sean. Does Motor City bounce back? Nah. Edgar's going 0-2 too. And then we got Poggers versus Replacements. Poggers will bounce back thanks to the Brees Hall trade. Guy's gonna go nuts. And yeah, without further ado, one more time, let's get our Week 1 power rankings. Into it, the power rankings. Official power rankings Week 1. Detroiters at a 65%. Why? Well, Dallas is a QB number 1. Detroit won last year, putting them way up there. Got a good chance to repeat this year. Drafted a solid team. Joey Cooper Cup's going to sit all year. Dropped you down a little bit. Just kidding. You're doing pretty solid, man. I got you at 55%. This isn't just to make the playoffs, boys. This is for championships. Who has a real, legitimate shot at hitting the championships? Zach, after that trade, it is good. It's looking good, dude. I look at your team, and they have real potential there. Made a little side pun there that Chase and Burrow is less than Diggs and Allen. We'll have to keep an eye on that all year, because it'd actually be kind of funny if Diggs and Allen just repeat and you should have took them all along. Edgar, you're always a contender. I was just fucking with you earlier. It does hurt that you lost J.K. Dobbins, because I really think he would have been good this year. But you're still sitting up there as one of the top contenders to actually win the championship. Dan, 33%. That's as high as I could put it. I'm trying to put everyone as high as I possibly can, but those early reaches, that's really limiting your team and your upside on that. Replacements higher than Dan for sure, at a 59% of winning the whole thing. And I really I mean, if we actually think about it, he wasn't scared of his draft pick. He took the actual number 1 draft pick, which was CMC. If everybody wasn't scared of the injuries and what's happened in the past, CMC goes above Jefferson. He goes above Burrow. He goes above everyone. Because CMC healthy in San Francisco is going to be a problem for everyone. And he wasn't scared. He took him, and it looks like it's going to pay off. Sean, I got you at a 40%. Because, all the years that you've played in this fantasy football league, you still don't know what you're doing, but you still have beginner's luck. So I do got you there at 40%, and we'll see if you can make a run this year. That's the highest you've been. Last year you were, I think, at negative 9%. There was no hope, but this year is a new year, and see what you can do. Sebastian at 39%, just under Sean, but above Dan. Nice trade, Nimrod. Not Najee Harris. I just don't like the trade at all. I think you panic traded, and that's gonna hurt you. But you still have a solid team, and maybe you can get your percent up for week 2. See what your team produces. Robert, 66%. That's actually above Jason right now. She had the top score of the week. You gotta pay your respects. That's where he was at, and pay your respects to that. My turn. And this is just, I had to do the algorithm a few times, make sure I wasn't messing up my numbers, but you all saw Jahmyr Gibbs, my flex player, Jahmyr Gibbs. He looks amazing. Go Lions, go Blue. I'm at a 71% chance going to the championships. And at the end of the day, why? Like Edgar says, I'm just the best. the best.
Legitimate.
Between me and you. Next question.
It's a legitimate question.
Next question. Next question.
Well,
Next question.